Good morning, boys and girls. Welcome to Shenplays. Welcome to the wonderful world of Kerbal Space Program, where today we are going to launch the Ike station into orbit. And we have two missions. One to put a station around Duna, another to put a station around Ike. We're going to do the Ike one first because it's a bigger station. The payout is immense. It's like 700k payout. And it's good because we already spent... we just spent 2 million pesos, or whatever the hell these credits are. I mean, Squad is a Mexican company, so I guess they're pesos. We just spent 2 million pesos to upgrade the VAB to the top level, and also the aircraft facility to the top level, the aircraft hangar. And it still leaves us enough money to do whatever we want, really. So this launching system is going to be 142,000 pesos, and I believe the payout for this mission is like 600,000 or something. It's a pretty good payout. But the mission is to put 12 kerbals around Ike. So we have this wonderful station that we've built. It houses 12 kerbals. Actually, the mission's for 11. Yeah, the mission's for 11. We're going to send 12. We have some solar panels, some antenna, some lights, of course, some RCS, some fuel. In case we need to do some adjustments, we do have some little putt-putt engines and some fuel. We have a docking port on each end. We have some RCS fuel here. We have probe head here with Kerbal engineer stuffed inside of it. SAS and a giant freaking battery. That's pretty much all we're going to need. That's fantastic. So let's go ahead and assign some Kerbals to the crew. And we'll just pick some people from Twitch chat. CZQU, Dynamic, Mangy Coyote, Couch, Latskia, Poeton, Anathel, Exo1A4, Octane Soul, Bronco 992, Joas 1988, and the Marshal. There you go. There's our crew. We have a pilot, a scientist, 2 engineers, some more engineers, scientists, pilot, and then pilot, 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 pilot. Lots of pilots. Good times. Alright, so let us launch this sucker. And then how long is the window? I know we have Kerbal alarm clock set up to pause when it's time to do our burn. I think I gave us a 2-day cushion on the timer. What did we get? 200 days. We have a long way before our burn. So keep that in mind. We got a long time before we do our burn. Oh, let me move my camera out of the way. Holy crap, I'm actually blocking the people here now. Let's see. No. Edit scene. Okay, move this over there. And move this over there. There we go. Good enough. That'll do. Oh, it's a little, the height's a little wrong. Can I use my finger or my... Oh, I can. Okay, I can use that. I can use the keyboard to adjust it. There we go. Perfect. Alright. Are ready for launch? Y'all ready? Y'all ready for this? We can scroll through all of our Kerbals. Oh goodness, let's take a look inside one of these capsules, or one of these little things. So we have 2 Kerbals next to each other, and then 2 on the walls. Let's see, science and more science over there. What else do we have in these things? Toothbrushes, board games, laundry. What else we got? Space. There's a door that says space. You know, in case you forget. Let's see, what do we got? Fuses, trash, and bish. That thing has bish in it. And above our heads, I can't really tell what's above our heads. Can I go to the other Kerbals? There we go. Just hit V to go between the other Kerbals. Food and not food, always good to know. Oh, there's a cork board with some shit on it. Someone drew a Kerbal. I thought it might be a dick butt, but it's a Kerbal. Pictures from space. Pictures from space. Nice. Wait, does he have his helmet off? He took his helmet off in space. That's suicidal, dude. Someone drew a rocket ship. There you go. Yep, that looks just like our rocket. Yep. And I guess a to-do list or something. I don't know what that is. Oh, that's our viewing port, isn't it? They can't really see anything out there because there's shit stuck on the viewing port. That's the fairing out there. Ah, there we go. Refuse, trash, and rubbish. And junk. Don't forget junk. That's where all the important stuff goes. We have science down there and more science. Toothbrushes, board games. Oh, that's fantastic. Anyway, let's get out here. They can't wait. Look at them. They're dancing. They can't fucking wait. Clapping hands and shit. Oh, man. We're going to Ike, baby. We're going to Ike. 3, 2, 1, go. I'm going to throttle back until about 1.2. I'm going to try to keep it between 1.2 and 1.35, somewhere around there. We have a mainsail surrounded by skippers and lots of SAS just to keep it stable. A bunch of space tape to keep it stable. That should be fine. We did a test launch, and it actually turned out we didn't need so much fuel, so I took off some of the fuel, and I think we'll be just fine. Well, yeah, they're going to have to wait in orbit about 200 days before we actually do the burn to Ike, and then they're going to have to wait another 100 and something days, maybe 200 days until they actually enter the Duna system, and then they're going to have to wait until they actually get close enough to Duna to get through the atmosphere for the aero capture, stage separation. And then they're going to have to wait until Ike comes around, then they're going to have to burn for Ike, then they're going to have to wait a few days until they reach Ike's sphere of influence, and then they're going to have to burn for orbit around Ike. It's going to be a lot of waiting, so hopefully these guys are patient. Do we have any girls? We do have a girl. Poeton is a girl. Now, who else do we have? Looks like lots of dudes. Oh, another girl. The Marshall Kerbin. Oh, she's freaking out like hell. In fact, everyone in the top pod is just freaking the hell out. They're all terrified. Alright, let's start our roll. God, will you guys stop freaking out? Calm the fuck down. Everything is fine. Everything's fine. Alright. It's a good thing we brought a probe head on this, because I don't think any of these kerbals really have the intestinal fortitude to handle this type of flight, this type of launch, this type of mission. They're just not that kind of kerbals, you know? Separation go. Yep, hello likes orange. Don't eat boysenberry? Don't eat boysenberries, they're very poisonous. Wow, thanks Todd. That information from Twitch chat, just top notch. Top notch. Alright, let's roll over some more. I want to get to maybe 40 degrees here. Keep an eye on my time to apoapsis. I want to keep it between 55 and 65 seconds if I can. Somewhere around there. Keep on rolling over. There's 55 seconds. Very good. I'm going to try to keep my thrust to weight somewhere between 1.7 and 2.0. I don't want to go too high on the thrust to weight. Not that it matters that much, but we're still in the atmosphere, so try to keep that in mind. Whenever you're in the atmosphere, you don't want to thrust too hard. You want to try to keep it a nice steady climb. Alright, our time to apo is getting a little high. Let me go more horizontal here. Okay, right on the horizon. Burn for the sun. I'm sorry, no, it's not the sun. It's Kerbal. Burn for Kerbal. Alright, they've all calmed down. They're like, ah, it's fine now. They're all okay now. Everything's fine. Stage separation. There we go. Now we're down to just the mainsail. Throttle up. There you go, 1.75. And we're going to do this until we see the apoapsis height reach about 75. No, we'll push it up to 100. I think this one will go to 100K. Because this one, it's going to be a nice wide orbit. And anytime you're doing interplanetary transfers, typically want to have a nice wide orbit for your starting spot. And the calculator I'm using, the website called ksp.olex.biz, the default settings are all based on 100K parking orbits. So if you start at 100K, then it makes a lot of sense. Okay, there we go. 103, that's fine with me. Let's go ahead and get our initial solar panels out. And we almost have orbit already. There we go. Something like that looks pretty good. So orient for the maneuver, and it's only 100 delta V. This stage still has 800 delta V in it. We're not going to keep it for the entire journey, but we'll keep it for a little bit of the ways, because this will push us towards Duna, and then we'll dump it in deep space. Let it burn up in the sun. I love the music out in space. It's gorgeous. We have this giant upside-down microphone, or whatever the hell it is. It looks like a virus, doesn't it? Doesn't it look like a virus? With the DNA or RNA or whatever it is in the thing here, and then here's... You know what it needs? It needs legs. It needs legs to be a virus. Because virus has like clamping legs that stick out here and then grab onto cells and then inject it. This is like a spike that bursts the cell wall and then they shove their ass in and poop out all the RNA. Go viruses. Alright, fast forward. Thank you, Kerbal Alarm Clock. It's just a 4-second burn. So we'll actually, you know what we can do is we can lower the max thrust on this sucker. 28% thrust. Okay, then that means we can burn at 7 seconds instead of 2 seconds. The lower the thrust, the more accurate the burn. Good enough. We got 103 by 101. I'll take it. Alright, excellent. So now we just need to wait 200 days until it's time to burn for Duna. So we're going to head back, turn off SAS. We're going to head back to the Space Center and fast forward 200 days and come back for our burn to Duna. That's a bacteriophage? Not all are like that. Okay. I bet you're right, T. Rambler. All I know about bacteriophages, or viruses, are just the ones from, what's it called? Plague Inc. Love Plague Inc. Alright, so let's fast forward. Yeah, this game only has 100,000x fast forward. It'd be cool if there was just a max, where it would just go as fast as your processor could handle, but that doesn't exist. Now, the typical angle you want from Kerbin to the sun, if that's a straight line, if that's a horizontal line, then you want Duna to be right about there. So you'll see the timer for the alarm clock will come down until Kerbin has reached right about here compared to Duna. And that's about the right time you want to come back from Duna too. But this thing ain't coming back from Duna. This thing's just a one-way trip. You want to play Plague Inc? I don't know. They haven't had any updates for Plague Inc in a while, have they? Okay, coming up on our time here. Okay, don't need that anymore. Let's go back to our ship. The appropriately named Ike Station. Are we going to play Gal Civ 3 when it comes out? I'm sure I'll play it. I haven't played Gal Civ in forever. I mean, I can't even remember what the game is like. It's been that long. It's been so many years. Okay, now if we check out, again, ksp.olex.biz, it'll show us that Kerbin to Duna from 100K, we want to be oriented 150 degrees from vertical. So if we zoom out, put the sun on the left of the screen, and then zoom in until we have this line of our orbit turns into a straight vertical line, then we want to burn somewhere down here, right about where that thing is. So click right there, add maneuver, and it should just be a prograde burn. At least that's the idea. Okay, now if we set duna as target, get our maneuver node open, open. Okay. And we use tab. We can tab between the different planets. There we go. And we should be able to get ourselves some type of interaction with duna. Ah, okay, we're getting close. No, not yet. No. Okay, let's go back to kerbin. So just hit backspace. And let's drag this around our orbit just a little bit and see if we can't get that to be an intersection somewhere. No? Is that not going to work? What's going on? Where's our trajectory? Huh? Oh, are we getting affected by the moon or something? No. Oh, Minmus. Get out of the way, Minmus. Look at that. Minmus is directly in the way. What if we increase it to one more orbit? Right-click on it, one more orbit. Is that gonna... No, Minmus is still in the way. Are you kidding me? One more orbit. Minmus is still in the way. Fuck you, Minmus. Screw you. What if we drag? Okay, there we go. Now Minmus is out of the way. Okay. Oh yeah, if you want to increase your maneuver to be like the next orbit or the next orbit after that or after that, you click on your maneuver node so you have the circle, and normally you would drag the circle back and forth, but if you right click on the circle for the maneuver node, you can say do it on the next orbit. Just click on that. Or you can lower it one orbit or increase it an orbit or lower it, whatever you want. Oh, there we go. Is that it? Did we get it? We get it? No? Okay, there we go. 9 million. Okay. So let's skip over to duna, and we'll fine-tune the controls, or the maneuver. Let's see, that's pretty close. So we're going to have to go a little bit down. And let's do some blue moves. There we go. 5 million, 4 million, 3 million. Okay, let's go down. $1 million, okay. And this doesn't matter too much. I mean, we have 2,700 delta V left, so we should be okay to do some fine-tuning once we're actually in duna's sphere of influence. The duna system, as it were. So this is just kind of to try to get as close as we can on the first burn, but we'll probably do another adjustment once we're on the way. And if we're going for an aero capture, we're going to want to be somewhat close to duna. Aero capture means you're using the atmosphere to get orbit, to achieve orbit. And then aero braking is using the atmosphere to lower your orbit to a lower altitude. Uh-oh, give me the mover. There we go. Sometimes it can be a little bit tough to select your maneuver out of the mess of junk around kerbin. Okay, so looking at about 1100 delta V just to get to duna. That's fine. There we go. Is that still a collision? I think that's still a collision. Oh, we have an Ike encounter on the way in. That's probably fine. Ike isn't going to fuck us up that much. That should be fine. Ike will fuck us up, but not too much. Okay. So once we get to Duna, we'll be able to fine-tune this. But we have 1100 burn for now. And it's in T-minus 17 minutes. Perfect. It is a 2 minutes and 20... Let's see. What if we put this at full thrust? Okay, so we're going to start it at 20 seconds. Okay. So let's fast forward. And of course, Kerbal Alarm Clock by default, at least the default that I have set, by default will pause at T-minus 30 seconds. That's fine. We're going to do 20 seconds for the start of our burn. Oh no, we're going to have the sun behind the planet. No! Oh. So we won't be charging our electrics at the beginning of the burn, but as soon as the engine kicks in, the electrics will start charging again. Because most of these engines we have do charge electrics. Okay, so at 20 seconds, we'll hit the button. Probably at 21 seconds, hit the button. 3, 2, 1. And there will be a stage separation during this burn. Whoa. Whoa, calm down there, Kimosabi. Holy crap. That is some serious wobble. Wow, okay, wobble. That is scary. Okay, that's probably going to throw off our burn by a bit. Wow, that was crazy. Let's hope that didn't throw us off too badly. And now we're on a Poodle engine, which is really efficient for space. I checked out this stage with this one single tank and one engine. The Poodle is actually a little more efficient than the Nuke, which is crazy. Yeah, that's some serious wobble. Or it was. Okay, we have left the Kerbin system. You can tell because the camera has rotated. We're no longer going to be in the Kerbin sphere of influence on our current trajectory. Okay, what did we get? Well, we don't have an interaction with... Oh, we're close. If we burn just a little bit, are we going to be closer or further away? Okay, we're getting closer. So just continue our burn just a bit. Very gentle burn. And yeah, this is why the initial burn doesn't even matter that much, is we're going to need some adjustments. So let's go do some adjustments. Like maybe right about there. Okay. Give me the maneuver. There we go. Okay, that's pretty close. And we'll do more adjustments once we actually arrive at the Duna sphere of influence, but for now, this is pretty close. God, this is so picky. Just the slightest thing is crazy. Okay. So let's do that. Just very gentle burn. What in the world? Okay. That's wrong on so many levels. Let's just burn using these buttons. The maneuver we went. The problem is we went past the maneuver nodes, so whatever adjustments we do at that point are going to be wrong. All right, let's see if this gets us closer or further away. Further away. Okay, the other way. The other one. Spinning me around, baby. Spin me around. Wow. Over-rotating much? Nope, further away. Really? Okay, let's get away from kerbin a little bit. Well, no. Let's not get away from kerbin. Screw that. Give me a maneuver node that I can use. Give me a maneuver node like there, which is 15 minutes away. That's going to be more useful than a maneuver node that's 20 seconds away. There we go. Okay, let's try this again. That's what I want. That. Yes. Much of that. There we go. 25K ain't bad, but I want it to be a little closer than that. Okay, we'll go for 15. That works for me. .6% thrust on the poodle. And it's in 14 minutes. Okay. Zoom over to Duna, and we'll just watch. So fast forward until it's time for the burn. Okay. Then we start the burn at 16 seconds. Sounds good to me. Let me slurp my coffee. What's the noise? That's my upstairs neighbor's plumbing. Isn't it fantastic? I'm so glad I'm moving next month. I'm moving away from the plumbing, everyone. It's going to be the best thing ever. And I guess the nice thing about that little mishap we had with the maneuver is we're no longer going to be bothered by Ike on the way into Duna, which is fantastic. Aim for the sun next? Yeah, we could do a mission around the sun. I think the next one we have is going to be Jool, though, because we have a mission for Pole. We have a mission to do a low flyby over Pole. And at that point, might as well just land on Pole. Pole is the furthest moon from Jool. Where am I moving? I'm going to Portland, Oregon. Alright, let me lock it around 18 or something like that, and then we can do some fine-tuning once we actually get to the Duna system. But we still have 1600 Delta V. That should be plenty to do our aero capture and then go to Ike. And of course, we still have our fairing, which is important because Duna's atmosphere, even though it's very thin, if we're going to be aero capturing, that means we're going to be using the atmosphere to slow down. We're going to be going very, very fast, and the fairing will protect the parts, the very delicate station parts that are inside, including our lights, which we don't want to rip off. And you guys got to remind me to lower or to collapse my solar panels before we get into the Duna atmosphere, or else they might rip off. All right, SAS off, and let's go for the 3 days until we leave Kerbin's influence here. So fast forward. Goodbye, Kerbin. Bye. 12 Kerbals embark on a journey across the solar system, the Kerbal system. There we go. And now we have 271 days until we arrive at the Duna system. Wow, what a long way off. Notice it changed our periapsis from 18 kilometers to 9.5 kilometers. But that's okay, because we'll adjust it again when we arrive at the Duna system. But at least it didn't fling us out to like 10 million kilometers. Sometimes the calculations are just completely bunk. You never know where you're going to wind up. Close my solar panels? Yeah, we'll do it once we're actually around Duna. Doing it now would be a little silly. Oh yeah, are any mods around in Twitch chat? Can you guys adjust my commands? Yeah, if any of the mods in Twitch are around, can you go to Moobot and adjust the commands? That'd be cool. No, I'm not going to close the solar panels now. It's too soon. We're not there yet. We're almost there, though. Almost. 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 Oh, we're going to make it. Oh, look at it. We're going to hit the planet. We're going to hit the planet. F5 for safety? Oh yeah, we will. Okay, we're arriving at the Duna Sphere of Influence in just a few seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2. Welcome to Duna. There you go. And we now have a periapsis of 9.5 kilometers, so let's adjust that to... Well, I need a node, please. Please get me a node. Okay, sometimes it just doesn't let you create maneuver nodes, and I wish I knew why. All right, that'll do. Now let's get the camera over here on Duna. Double click on Duna. There we go. And then get my maneuver node open. All right, so now we're just going to adjust it to be a little bit further away. Just a bit. 20K. Perfect. All right, SAS on. Going to burn very gently. Somewhere around there is fine. I think we'll burn out to maybe 18.5. And then we'll do an F5 there and quick save. And let's get aero braking. Okay, 18.3. We'll try that. SAS off. Close the solar panel. No, keep them open for now. Okay, let's F5. And let's go ahead and try some aero braking through the Duna's atmosphere. The first Kerbals arrive at the Duna system. Well, the first since our poor crashed Kerbal. But we picked her up. It's all good. All right. 300K. The atmosphere starts at 40, so we'll leave the solar panels out just for a little bit longer. Okay, pull them in. And I think I would like to turn SAS on, and I'm going to go prograde. I'm going to see if putting the fairing through the atmosphere is going to be fine. It should be fine. No, let's go retrograde, because if we need to burn to slow us down, we'll want the engine behind us. The engine shouldn't take too much damage here in the atmosphere, because it's a relatively thin atmosphere. SAS, what are you doing? There's like too much SAS on this thing, so it's overcompensating for its turns. I wish the SAS was a little smarter. Like, it should be strong when it starts the turn, and then it should weaken the rotation as it approaches its target. But it doesn't do that. It just sort of pushes all the way through, and then it wiggles back and forth until it centers on the target. It's very dumb SAS. But yeah, hopefully the fairing will protect us. Alright, so let's see if that's low enough to achieve orbit. If not, we'll just thrust. Fast forward. Keep an eye up here where it says apoapsis and periapsis, because currently we don't have a periapsis, or we don't have an apoapsis. But you should see this curving around, and so long as it actually reaches right about there, then we'll get orbit. But it looks like it's not going to make it. No, we're going to have to thrust. Alright. Full throttle. Oh wait, I have the thrust limited, don't I? Let me turn off the thrust limit. There we go. Full throttle. And that should do it. Just gotta remember to cut the engines somewhat soon. Oh, there's Ike. Hi, Ike. Okay, cut the engines, and it should be able to get us orbit from there, I think. So, fast forward. That might not be enough, actually. Alright, full throttle. Okay, well... there's orbit, I guess. We'll do it manually. So 18.5 was apparently a little high for trying to aero capture. But we got it done. And we still have lots of fuel left over. And nothing got damaged through the thin atmosphere, so we're good to go. Solar panels are still fine. And now what we're going to do is... well, if we're heading around towards Ike, why don't we do a maneuver right now to get to Ike? Okay, that's an impact. But if we come a little bit ahead of Ike, we can get orbit. Like there. Nice. Bring it up a bit. Try to get equatorial. Why not? Looking good. There we go. That's pretty equatorial. 50K orbit works for me. So let's get on target, and it's going to start soon. Cool. Mission Control just sits back and slurps coffee. Throttle back. And done. Nice. Pretty good. It's not absolutely perfect, but I'll take it. So now we're going to set up another maneuver there for retrograde burn for orbit. There we go. Fantastic. Let's take a look at Duna while we're here. Oh, let's pop the fairing off. Screw you, fairing. Let's get the main solar panels deployed. And turn them lights on. Yeah, nice. Finally get to see the freaking lights on this thing. Looks good. Looks like a fucking lollipop or something. What do you guys see from inside? Well, you can see space. That's fun. Does anyone have a view of Duna? Press V to switch between your kerbals. Oh, there's Ike. Oh, you can see Ike out the window. There, we're going there, baby. What do you see? No, not much. Well, everyone can see Ike, but no one can see Duna. That's too bad. They'll be able to see Duna once they're actually around Ike. Okay, so let's get on target. And in 2 hours, we have a 7-second burn. I think what I'll do is I'll make the thrust down to maybe 10%. And maybe not that far. Okay, 36% thrust. It'll be 20... We'll start the burn at 20 seconds, yeah. Alright, fast forward until it's time to do the burn. Oh, I love this space station. This is fantastic. Oh, apparently that counts as orbit of Duna. Lol. We just achieved the Duna station, even though I didn't intend to. Lol. That was never the intention, but apparently this counts as orbit of Duna, so we just achieved a mission to put a station around Duna. Well, unintended side effects. Congratulations, we just made a whole bunch of money. Alright. Hello, Ike. Hi, Ike. How you doing, man? It's good? You having a good time, Ike? I'm here to study you. I didn't bring any science or anything, but I'm here to study you. We're gonna look at you. We're gonna launch spit wads across the space at you. Oh, it's gonna be fun. You're gonna love it, Ike. Throttle up. And let's wait until we see this green check mark here. There we go, green check mark. Now we just have to throttle back and we'll get the maintain stability. But I'm gonna go for a circular orbit. So we'll wait until we're done with our burn before we get the mission completed. There we go. Detach this crap. Turn on these engines. Alright, so these engines are ready to go whenever we want. We have a decoupler, we have a docking port at the rear, a docking port at the front. We have some RCS in case we need to do that for small maneuvers. But all in all, we're done. Yes. Monies. How much money did we get? We made about 1 million credits for those 2 missions being completed. Nice. The Kerbals are panicking just a bit, but they'll be okay. I'm confident they'll be okay. Let's see if we can align their viewports with views of Ike. And let's fast forward a little bit. Hi, Duna. What up, Duna? Alright, can you guys see Duna and can you see Ike? You should be able to see both Duna and Ike from here. Or at least someone's having fun. Mangy Coyote's having a blast. What do you see, Mangy Coyote? Can't see shit. Can't see... Oh, there's Ike. Hi, Ike. Can't see Duna out there, though. Maybe someone else can see Duna. Can you see Duna? Oh, I know it's out there. There's Ike. There's a solar panel. Oh, can't see Duna. We can rotate a bit. Let's rotate until we see Duna. Are we just at the wrong... We might be at the wrong angle. There's Ike. Yeah, yeah. Should see Kerbal. There's No, that's a star. Kerbal's over there somewhere. I just can't see Duna. Just... Oh, there it is. There's Duna. Finally. Oh, that look of bliss. We have released the laughing gas. And as the nitrous oxide fills the compartment, all the Kerbals can't help but pass out in bliss. Oh, what a gorgeous view. Anyway, thanks for watching, everyone. Hope you enjoyed the placement of the Ike station. We now have 12 Kerbals permanently living here in orbit of Ike, just having a grand old time. And yeah, these guys are never coming back to Kerbin. We're never going to use them on another mission ever. But I hope they enjoy their stay in the Duna system. Bye-bye.